What's poppin', guys? And today I would like to share my mains and goals for Parity at Charis and also for 2020. Now let's get this out of the way and begin with our first event for Parity at Charis. And so we have Square 1. For Square 1, I average around sub 20 to 25. I've kind of been practicing a lot lately, and I've been able to get a PB average of 15.96 and a sub 10 single. So my goal is to just to improve at results, probably get a sub 30 or sub 25 or even sub 20 average, and if not, then hopefully a sub 20 single. And for Squan, I main the X-Men Vault V2. Next up is 3x3. I currently use the GAN 356 XS. The Volcolite will still definitely need setup, so for now I'll be maining the XS. It's been performing wonderfully, and I average still around 11 to 12. Sometimes I occasionally get some sub 10s, singles and averages, and I actually got a sub 9 PB average of 5 yesterday, but my goal is to hopefully just have a consistent sub 12 average and hopefully some more sub 10 singles. For 4x4, I use the Moyu Meilong M, self-magnetized and self-polished. I currently average around sub 1, basically. I'm not overly specific at how well I average in big cubes, but I do hope to hopefully get a sub 40 single. Probably that's a bit high, aiming for PB, or maybe if not, at least another sub 1 average. So for 5x5, I main the Voc 5M. It's really still the best 5x5 on the market, and I also average around sub 140 to sub 145 with Redux, and sub 2 to sub 150 with Hoya. So I'm actually still debating to which method I should switch to, but Hoya really seems promising. But for now, maybe I might stick to Redux for Charis, and if I can improve with Hoya, hopefully I can switch to that as well. For 6x6, I use the Ausher GTSM, and I average around sub 4 to sub 330, around that. But actually, my PB single is around 3 minutes sharp, so I hope to probably get a sub 3 PB single, if ever. That's also quite high at Charis. And if not, maybe just a sub 4 average or a sub 330 average. Hopefully PR as well. For 7x7, I use the Moyu Alpha GTSM, and I average around sub 6 to sub 530, I guess. But I don't really have a super set goal for 7x7, except if ever, it would be nice to get a PR single or mean. Now our final event for Parity Charis is 3 blind. This is actually my first time competing in blindfolded events, so I'm using the Dian Tengen M, and my goal is probably just to get a success. That's all I actually want, since blind is really quite an interesting event and it's worth a shot. Alright, so the remaining events are just basically for 2020. These are the events that I prefer less usually. So first we have Scube. I use the X-Man design Wingy, so that I might prefer the Aoyan, but I don't really practice that much Scube. Maybe around inconsistent sub 10, so I don't really have super defined goals for Scube. For 2x2, I use the Moyu Weipo Worm. This helped me get my PR single of 1.66. For 2x2, I quite average around 4 to 5. Quite inconsistent really. And I don't really have any goals for it either. But maybe if ever to get a sub 1 PB single in this year, but I don't really have much expectations for it since I don't really practice it that much. For Pyraminx, I use the X-Men design Bell. So this has almost kind of a pro shop setup, but I already lubed it over, so it's not exactly pro shop. I average around sub 10, but I don't really have much goals for it. For clock, I use the Ling Ao, as always, the regular Ling Ao. I haven't been able to practice it that much since there isn't really any competitions I've seen with clock as an event. so I haven't exactly been practicing it. I actually don't know what I average either, 20 or to 30, but I'm not sure though. On the other hand, we also have one-handed. So actually I'm torn between the XS, the Tengen, and the Worm, but more likely on the XS. So I average around sub 30 to sub 35, and I don't have too much goals for it either, but yeah, I guess that's that as well. Now our final event is Megaminx. I average around sub 330, and on good days I get sub 3, but I don't practice it either, like all those other events. So my goal I don't have much goals for it either, because basically all of these events I don't really have set goals for them. So anyways, that was it for my mains and goals for both Parity at Charis 2020 and 2020 in general. So once again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you once again at Charis. I really hope to meet you all there soon, and it's gonna be really fun. So you don't need to worry, you can just come to where I am and say hi. Don't worry, I'm really open to you guys. So once again, I really hope to see you there. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Keep poppin', guys. Peace.